Hey everybody, this is golf instructor Steve Bishop, and today I'm going to bring to you a drill that a lot of you guys are going to be looking to do during the off season. Right now in Arizona, it's perfectly gorgeous weather, and so during the summer months when it's really hot out, I've been doing this drill in order to try to get myself golf ready for the season. So now my season's kicking up, but a lot of you guys are starting to get to the winter months. It's too cold out to play, and you're starting to get the golf jitters. You got to pick up a club and do something. So here's what I suggest that you do for a nice little drill during the off season. It's pretty simple. All you got to do is take the club, put it in your left hand, and swing it. Okay? Just swing it. And I definitely recommend that if you have a net at home that you may have set up in your garage or in the backyard or something, that you definitely go out and try to hit golf balls with just your left arm on the club. Okay? Now the reason why you want to do this is not the typical argument that you probably have heard about left arm versus right arm, which should be dominant in the golf swing, or what is its role in the golf swing. What I'm going to tell you is that by swinging the club with just your left arm, you're learning the kinetic sequence. Okay, what I mean by that is the kinetic sequence, I've talked about this before, it's the sequence of body rotations and body movements to take the club back and forward with the least resistance. So it's kind of the most advantageous, the most powerful way that you can do it. And it also is the least resistant, because if I try to pick up the club like this, I'm going to encounter resistance. But if I take the club and I pick it up like this, I encounter less resistance, simply because the weight of centrifugal, not centrifugal force, but the center of gravity with the golf club is in alignment with certain levers in my arm and yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to get into all that. But essentially, you learn by taking this club and just sticking it in your left hand, you start to kind of figure out what you have to do with your body rotation and with your arm in order to make that club get back to the top of the backswing with the least amount of resistance, because it's not so hard to do. And then how you have to time that release of all those things back down to the golf ball and actually make contact with the ball, because that's a hard thing to do, right? If you do it with your left arm, it's kind of the weakest link of your golf swing, right? If I put the golf club in my right hand, this is easy, this is strong, right? My arm is strong. But with the left arm, I have to rely much more upon my body rotation and taking the club up to the top, and then my body rotation leading the way forward, and then learning when that mechanism is to let go of the club. When is the timing of that? When is the release of that, which is the kinetic sequence, okay? Learning to sequence the body and let those levers go, that's the kinetic sequence. You're learning all that by just swinging the left arm and making sure that you involve your body, okay? Now, I just want to talk real quickly about what you ideally should be trying to accomplish when you do this. Okay, the first thing that you're really trying to do is, like I said, actively get the body rotating. You're turning the body, okay? So notice I'm not really doing anything with my arms yet at this point. It's almost pinned to my chest here, okay? Just turning my body. And when I get to this point now, all I have to do is lift with my arm to get to the top, okay? So now I've taken body rotation and lift the arm up. That's all it is to take the backswing, right? Turn and lift. And this is not that hard to do, believe it or not, because I've got momentum of the club helping me lift that arm up. And again, I'm taking the center of gravity of the club and I'm moving it in the same alignment with the rest of my arm, rather than trying to take it like this, where the center of gravity is out this way and trying to lift it up over my body, right? This creates problems, and my arm is starting to feel it right now. So you're learning to do rotation and then lift. And eventually you get so good at it that you learn to do both simultaneously, rotate and lift, okay? So that's the backswing part of what you need to be trying to do with just your left arm on the club. Now when it comes to actually swinging forward, you're going to start to feel your body needs to really kind of fire, right? And the difficulty is that you're going to have to try to learn to time when to let that arm go with the club, when to let it finally release, okay? That's that release that we want to look for. And there's a certain moment where your body has to stop rotating to let your arm catch up, okay? You have to at some point go, stop with my body, let the arm go, and pass through, and then let my body finish. You'll learn that timing sequence by actually trying to hit golf balls, okay? So that's what I definitely recommend you do during the off season. If you get a chance to find maybe an indoor driving range, hit some golf balls with it, okay? If you got a net at home, even if you don't have a net, maybe you got a plastic golf ball, you know, just one of those wiffle ball things. Try to hit the wiffle ball. Try to hit something with just your left arm on the club, and I promise you, I absolutely promise you, you will find a remarkable improvement in your golf swing.